Welcome back. We're doing turn 3 for the Commonwealth and for France. And just like par for the course, we forgot to do the recruitment roll for Siam, so we are going to roll that. I even mentioned it in the last video, and I still forgot, so it's pretty terrible. All right, so he only has one territory, so we need a 1. And we miss. It's close. There's the 1 right there. All right, so nothing for Siam. So let's get into the Commonwealth. All right, so we have 1 extra tech that we can put on the board because we can't advance anti-sub warfare any further. So I think we're going to put on the board improved factories. So let's roll for radar and improved factories. Radar will be at a 7 or higher with the blue die, and improved factories will be at a 7 or higher with the white die. All right, let's see what we get. All right, well, we get, and I just realized we actually get 3 tech rolls. So we get to pick another one, because we built that factory up there in northern England. All right, so we get to advance improved factories to stage 1. Radar has to stay where it's at. Let's pick another tech, since we get 3 total now. What should we go for? Well, long-range aircraft is really good. I think we should go for that. Would eventually like to get amphib doctrine, but until we launch an invasion against Germany, we probably don't need that. Large ship construction is good. So, Japan last turn picked amphib doctrine. I just want to explain kind of what amphib doctrine does for you when you complete the tech. So, it allows you to build... Pull out a sculpt here. So this is a regular naval transport, okay? Amphib doctrine allows you to build attack naval transports. Okay, they're a little bit more expensive than regular naval transports, but they actually defend at a 1. Okay, they don't have an attack value, which is weird why they're called attack naval transports, but when they don't have an attack value. But what they do is that they allow for marine infantry to have an increased roll by 1 during amphibious assaults. So marine infantry, their default attack is a 2. But if they are on an attack transport doing an amphibious assault, they will be boosted to a 3. Just on the first round of combat, though. Okay? So that's part of the perk of getting that tech. The other perk of the tech is that units no longer suffer, any kind of unit, right? No unit suffers from double casualties on the first round of combat when amphibious assaulting. Okay, so if you're using a regular run-of-the-mill naval transport to conduct an amphibious assault, and you'll probably see this when Japan invades China and starts launching amphibious assaults all along the coast. During the first round of combat, all units except marine units will take double casualties if the defenders score any hits, okay? So 1 hit is equal to 2 casualties during an amphibious assault, just on the first round of combat, though. Okay. Also, artillery, any non-infantry class unit. So we're talking about artillery, we're talking about armor class. They are not allowed to participate in the first round of combat because they have to use 1 combat round just to get ashore, to kind of set up their position. That's kind of what it represents, right? Infantry, they can start attacking in an amphibious assault right off the bat. So But when it comes to non-infantry class units, any other kind of class units, they, except for aircraft can participate in the first round. But like artillery class and armor class, they have to wait a round before they can start engaging the enemy in combat. I think with an attack transport, they are allowed to assault during the first round. They don't have to wait, I think. I don't really use attack naval transports that much, so I would have to consult the rules again real quick. Let's see if it says it. We can look it up real quick just to confirm. Here's my rule book. It's over here. Okay. So, amphibious doctrine. All land units can participate in an amphibious assault from the first combat round. So yes, that's true. So it's not just infantry class units that can participate. All units can once you get amphibious doctrine. Now, does it say that it has to be from an attack naval transport? It doesn't. Oh. For all purposes except as following. Infantry class do not suffer double casualties when amphibiously assaulting. Able to build attack naval transports. So, I think so I think you have to have attack naval transports in order to get these perks right here. So for all land units to participate in amphibious assault from the first round of combat, they have to be launched from an attack naval transport. And then Marines, in order for Marines to gain +1 attack, they also have to be on board an attack naval transport. Regular transports, though, allow for just the amphib doctrine alone, regardless of what, regardless of whether or not they're coming from an attack naval transport or not, they don't suffer the double casualties any longer. So that's the only perk outside of the attack naval transport. So the unit itself provides a lot of bonuses as well. So pretty cool. All right, so Commonwealth, we got a roll for long-range aircraft. This is going to be at an 8 or higher. Oh, and we got a 9, so we hit it. So we advanced to stage 1. Very good. Okay. So let's go to purchases. We are going to complete construction of these 2 ships, this light carrier and this heavy cruiser. I'm going to have to consult the chart here to see what the cost of that is going to be. We're also going to move up that major factory. That'll cost us 6. The light carrier, to complete it, is 4. Heavy cruisers are 5, so that's 9. So let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're not going to have enough, we're not going to have enough money to move up everything. So let's do the factory for 6. That's pretty important. That moves up to stage 2. And then let's do the light carrier for 4. That'll leave us with 2 to spend. So the light carrier comes up. And the heavy cruiser will just stay where it's at. And let's see, is there anything else, or do we want to save our $2? I mean, the only thing we could really purchase is a militia upgrade, which actually we might do. Yeah, let's purchase a militia upgrade, and we will do that for the militia that's in Gibraltar. Okay. So militia upgrade. Lay him on his side. And that's all our money spent for this turn. For the FEC, we have 5 to spend. And we are going to... We're going to purchase another Gurkha unit. We have one in Bengal, or in Burma rather, and we're going to purchase another one. Now, the perks of Gurkha units are they're jungle fighters. That's basically what they are. They get a +1 attack in jungle terrain. I don't think they get a defense bonus in the jungle. No, they do not. They only get an attack bonus in the jungle. Yeah. Gurkha jungle terrain +1. Okay. So, but we're going to get that for the Far East Command. That'll cost us 4 IPP. So it's more of an offensive unit, really, than anything else. Let's see. That's the wrong box. That's for Anzac. Need to go back into here. Okay. Another Gurkha. Put him there. Anzac has 3 to spend, and we're just going to save it. We're not going to spend it on anything. And then call it a day for them. Okay. So non-combat movement. We're gonna take this Anzac transport, destroyer, and light cruiser. They're gonna come out of port and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're gonna strategic naval move. That'll cost us 3 strategic naval moves. Which I think is all that we get, honestly. Let me double check. For the entire Commonwealth, I think that's all we get. Yes. Shared amongst constituents of British Commonwealth. So default is 2, but we get a bonus one because we've completed a strategic... We start the game with a completed strategic objective that gives us an extra one. So... that'll be our 3 strategic naval moves. And that's from a major port to a major port, so that's 5 spaces we can move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This Far East Command Fleet will stay in port there. This coastal submarine is going to come over 1 into the Arabian Sea. This... naval transport will come over 1, 2, 3, and go into port in Lower Egypt. Let's get another one of these. This transport here off Maharashtra will come over 1, 2, and go into port in Calcutta. I think we'll leave those 2 destroyers there. This fleet submarine. Let's see, what do we want to do with him? I think we'll just leave him where he's at. We have another fleet submarine over here. He's going to come into the Med Sea. 1, 2 into M2. I think that's about it. Let's see, no other moves. Just double checking to make sure there's nothing else that I want to do. We're gonna take this infantry in Maharashtra and we're gonna rail him to Calcutta. I think that's the only rail movement that we get. I think we only get one. Asia 1, yeah. Okay. Or is that considered the Middle East? Either way, I think it's 1, so it doesn't matter. Okay. That'll be it for non-combat. Recruitment roles. I don't think we have any recruitment roles. Nope. All right, so let's place some units. This Gurkha, which does not need a factory, but it has to go into a territory that has at least an IPP value of 1. He will go into Bengal. And this British infantry upgrade will replace this militia in Gibraltar. So he comes off the board. And then this light carrier will be produced in London and go into the English Channel. And we'll take this fighter. This will be during the non-combat phase that you would move a fighter over a sea zone to be placed onto a deployed carrier. All right, so light carriers can only carry 1 aircraft, either a tactical bomber or a fighter. A fleet carrier can carry 2 aircraft, either a combination of tactical fighter or 2 fighters and 2 tacticals. And then I believe a fleet carrier can carry 3 in a combination, or it can carry 1 medium bomber. I think that's correct. So pretty cool. All right. So that is the turn for the Commonwealth. Let's collect some income. Anzac will collect 3, and they will have 6 to spend next turn. FEC collects 5, and they will have 6 to spend next turn. And then Great Britain will collect 14, and they will have 14 to spend next turn. All right, so let's go on to France. They do have a technology role because they have 1 factory. Let's go for improve factories. The past 2 turns, we haven't been able to hit anything. Maybe 3rd time's a charm. Let's see. Nope, it's not. Well, I don't feel too bad because it's France, you know, and France gets absolutely destroyed once war breaks out, so it renders their technology useless, unless if they get liberated and get back into the game as a major power. So only major powers can research technology. So once France falls, you have Free France and you have Vichy France, but they're considered minor powers. So they won't, while they can collect income, they don't research technology. So, all right. So France, put these Commonwealth boxes up. And see what purchases we want to make for France. We have 13 IPP to spend. thought about lend-leasing an anti-aircraft gun to the Republican Spanish. That would be a good purchase to make. I think we'll also upgrade a militia in Paris. All right, so let's lend-lease. Let's do an infantry. Lend-lease an infantry to Republican Spain. And we'll upgrade a militia for 2. So that gives us 3 back. So we have a militia upgrade. Militia upgrade. And then let's get out a infantry for the Republican Spanish. That'll give them some extra defense. And what else do we want to purchase? We have 8 left. We don't have to purchase anything. We can just save the rest of it, which I think we'll do. War is still a couple turns away, so it's not really pressing quite yet. I think maybe next turn or the turn after is when we'll really start purchasing stuff. So we'll just save our 8. Let's see. Do we have any non-combat movements? Yes, we do. So we have this infantry and militia on this transport. They'll come over 1, 2, 3, 4 into southern France. And they will disembark there. So we have a Foreign Legion in southern France, a militia, a regular infantry, and a mountain infantry. We're going to take the Foreign Legion and rail him up to Normandy. Okay. And that's going to be it for non-combat moves. So let's place our units. We just have the militia upgrade in Paris. So all we have to do there is just remove this marker and leave the guy there. He's a regular infantry now. I don't know why I didn't use a French militia sculpt. I have them. They're right there. Guess I forgot about it. Okay. So this guy gets put back into the box. And we will lend-lease. He'll leave, get produced in Paris, leave southern France, go into Catalonia, and that will give the Republican Spanish 4 infantry. They also have 2 mountain, 2 artillery, a fighter, and a medium bomber. Okay. And that will do it for France. We collect 9 IPP for next turn. That gives us 17. Yep, gives us 17 for next turn. All right. Next up will be the Italian turn. And I think that'll do it for now. Thanks for watching, and take care, and see you later. Bye.